Mic check, mic check. Okay, there we go. There we go. Y'all get in here and hit the like button on the way. Yeah, we're gonna have a nice discussion. We're gonna have a nice discussion. One second. Here. Get in here. Sir Abadeu, what's up? What's happening? Let's get to it. Let's have this conversation because the Bitcoin maximalists are not gonna want to hear this. Okay, I invited Creo. I invited Brother Creo to the discussion. Mr. G, the recycling guy, is also welcome to join the discussion. I just want to do a real quick live stream. I wanted to talk about this. Day one said, "What's up, Ty? Thanks for the luck on that VV, man. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you having luck with VV, man. We here, man. Here come Gabe. What's up with you, Gabe? Yeah, we're gonna talk about this. A lot of Bitcoin maximalists, a lot of crypto channels. They're not really speaking in the. They're not speaking in the spirit of reality. Brolic said, "Hydrogen Gang checking in. Yeah, man, y'all get it here. Hit the like button as we proceed. All right, we got to get in here and chop this up because it's a lot of hopium going on. All right. Also, if anybody would like to join the live, I will be dropping the link. Down below so we can iron this out. Okay. Because I'm hearing a whole lot of Bitcoin is the solution for what's going on with Russia and their neighbor. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get to the bottom of a lot of this stuff, man. It's getting kind of crazy. So as we proceed, right? We coming into this, and I am watching tons and tons and tons of crypto channels. They are coming out. They said, "Yo, Bitcoin is the savior. Bitcoin, this is Bitcoin's time to shine. The sanctions are coming in. Certain banks are getting cut off of the SWIFT system, right?" And again, it's my duty to reel these Bitcoin guys back to reality. Okay? Back to reality. All right? Again, the reality is nobody knows who owns the majority of Bitcoin. Okay? Nobody, even in the situation that Russia is in right now, they wouldn't dare risk their economy on Bitcoin. All right? Okay? Gene said they're gone. Listen, I know Gene, listen, they are gone. Hey, Gene, they are gone. And trust me, they are gone. Zoomer Generation said Russia operates on Ethereum, and Ukraine has actually partnered with, I don't know if I should be going there, but Ukraine has pretty much given the Stellar Lumens project, the authority to build out their central bank digital currency. All right. Shout out to Dorian. He said, "Say it louder for the people in the back." Dorian, listen. They do not want to listen. These Bitcoin maximalists do not want to listen. They don't want to listen, dog. We've been saying this forever. All right. We've been saying this forever. Yo, listen. People are believing that Russia is going to use Bitcoin, the same Bitcoin that is being held up by USDT. Okay? Okay, the US, if you're confused, the US part of USDT stands for the United States. Okay? If Tether collapsed right now, if Tether collapsed right now, if the banks with the tanks hit every exchange and say, you better take the USDT pairing off of Bitcoin right now. What will happen to the price of Bitcoin? In the chat, if you have a monicum of common sense, would you please put what would happen to Bitcoin? Okay? Would you please put what would happen? And this is what I'm saying. I got to be the one to bring this out. Okay? This should be common sense. I want to take the air out of the heads of Bitcoin maximalists. All right? He said, we'll plummet to shit. Shout out to Laro. What's up with you, Laro? Look at Black Curl. It going down, baby. Oh, stream. Yes. Yes. Listen, plummet to shit. And in fact, nobody knows what the so now, okay, because I got to be the person. He said, Bitcoin will say, I got to be the person. All right. I got to be the person. This is one of the most, I will never get my credit for none of this shit. All right. I will never get my credit for crypto. And that's fine with me. That's why I put all my critical crypto stuff in the VIP section where we already know how this whole thing is going to end. I literally just come to YouTube to make fun of YouTube, to make fun of Bitcoin maximalists. That's what I do. That's what I use. That's what YouTube is for me, to come here and laugh at the Bitcoin maximalists. Somebody says going to infinity. Yeah, Bitcoin is going to infinity when Tether collapses. And unfortunately, infinity can go both ways. Hold on. Listen. There is a lot of talk about Bitcoin being the solution, that Russia is going to use Bitcoin to go around sanctions. The same Bitcoin that is being held up by the US dollar. All right. I have been watching so much content on the SWIFT system and how Russia's going to use Bitcoin to go around the SWIFT system. And in my head, I'm like, are people really this dumb? Are people really this dumb? Are people really this stupid? And the answer is yes. Yes. Yeah, G. Yep. Hey, G. Yep. Yo, hit the like button. Once again, this is the Logic Sphere. I am your host. And tonight, as we proceed to continue to make fun of Bitcoin maximalists again, because now we have reached this critical junction in Bitcoin history where people are jumping out the window. Okay? People are jumping out the window. All right? Now, let's go. He said, yes, the number one, yes, yes for the number. Bruh. People are out here talking about the U.S. has no way to deal with Russia using Bitcoin. And it's gotten so outrageous that people, I don't even say people, because I've been watching a lot of cryptocurrency content and hearing what people got to say. And at this moment in time, this is Bitcoin's use case that everybody has been campaigning for, this free market society where there's just going to be this economic freedom for the individual. This is the time. Omar, what's up? This is the time. Said Twitter is going ham on this too. Bruh, listen. I lost my mind on Twitter earlier today, just going through. I'm like, wow. I want Creo to hop on. I want any of the Bitcoin maximums. Anybody who believes that Bitcoin is going to be used as a solution. Okay. That Bitcoin is going to be used as a solution. I need y'all to go ahead and hit this link. All right. I only want to talk to people who believe Bitcoin is going to be the solution. Okay. There we go. He said, I'm back from Walmart. Hey, listen, Mr. G, hit that link and explain to me why and how Bitcoin, okay, is going to be the solution for this Russia-Ukraine incident. Go ahead, whenever you get time, hit that link. I'll drop it again. Here we go. Buy the dip. Nigga been saying buy the dip since 55K. Nigga been saying buy the dip since 60K. Yo, there it is. Anybody that's willing to come up here and explain to me why Russia should use a digital asset that is straight up valued in US dollars. Yeah, that's the answer to everything. Just buy the dip. Niggas bought all the dips. Niggas bought all the dips. I'm not saying Bitcoin is going to zero. I told y'all, Bitcoin is not going to zero. But Bitcoin now, there's no way out of this. There is absolutely no way out of this. Bitcoin has to work now. This is the sole purpose of Bitcoin right now. Right now. Bitcoin has to prove itself right now. This is what a lot of these people are trying to go around. You see what I'm saying? Because look how easy it is to set up a Bitcoin wallet and we can transfer Bitcoin cross-border anonymously. Bro, they could have set up a whole bit. They could have set up one wallet. This is the Russian wallet or whatever. They could have just set up something already and said, look, for now on, you need to do this. We're only doing business like this. All right? They could have done it. Look how fast El Salvador did it. You know, and people love talking about El Salvador. Look at El Salvador. The people of El Salvador. The people of El Salvador. Look at El Salvador. El Salvador, yo, everybody treating El Salvador like it's some global movement. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay? No, it's not. Yeah, the Russian wallet. Why? Again, for anybody who thinks Russia is going to use Bitcoin, which is literally standing on the shoulders of USDT. Again, the US and USDT stands for the United States. If you think they are going to use a currency that is standing on top of the United States, okay, USDT, the United States dollar tether. If you believe that, hit the link and let's talk about it. Hit the link and let's talk about it. I want to know. I want you to explain to me how Russia is going to use Bitcoin, which is propped up by US tethered a US tether stable coin. Okay? I want to know. Somebody come tell me how Russia is going to use a yes, Mr. G, hit the link. This is Bitcoin's time to shine. All right. Bitcoin, which is on the shoulders of USDT. Okay. Russia is going to use a currency that is literally propped up by United States tether to go around United States sanctions. Somebody, please. Okay? Somebody, please. Engineering says we need to talk to real crypto analysis that perform real statistical data analysis and correlation to analytics to know the future of cryptocurrency during these times. Engineering cannabis, respectfully, okay? Respectfully. We know the relationship between the price of Bitcoin in correlation with the amount of tether that is printed. All right. Yes, technical analysis isn't enough. This is where we at. The fundamental market is part of this as well. Absolutely. Bit flipper, let's go. If you believe that Russia is going to use a digital currency that is propped up by a US stable coin, hit the link and explain to me why and how they're going to use that. Because again, right? And this is why the title is Bitcoin Will Be Attacked. Because all they have to do is collapse Tether, okay? Which is a centralized entity. All right? Somebody said USDT isn't controlled by America. USDT is controlled by America. USDT is controlled by America. Somebody, please. Oh.
What up? What up? What up?
Here we go.
What it is, my bro?
Here we go. One of the resident Bitcoin maximalists. What's happening, man?
What's happening with everybody, bro? What up, man? You see it,
What's
man?
up?
It's wartime, baby.
Let's go. You already know the side of the fence I'm on, baby. The banks with the tanks, CBDC coming through. You already know the end game, baby.
Well, the end game, if the end game is essentially CBDCs, then we all fucked, you know?
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not here to save people. We had plenty enough time, you know what I'm saying, to that we're past that point now.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. So, yo, what's going on? What's going on? Talk to me, my brother. What's going on? What it is?
Okay. Now we are here with Bitcoin. Bitcoin during these times should be at least 200,000. If it's going to do what everybody's saying right now, the price of Bitcoin should be 200K minimum.
I mean, that's speculative. It's that's depending.
Okay.
I didn't say the price necessarily was going to hit 200K. You didn't necessarily hear me say that, right? So, yeah. I mean, look, check this out. If Tether does go down, Tether represents, like, let's say $70 billion.
Hold on. Shout out to Bo Diddley. He said USDT is pegged to the American dollar, but it's controlled by Bitfinex, which is a company based in Hong Kong, which my bad.
Right. He's correct.
Which abides by international sanctions.
Oh. You hear me now?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm waiting on that other mic. That's why. So I'm over here technical difficulty and all that. But,
right. So Bitfinex, which has already paid U.S. regulators already because they've got into some shit already.
Well, yeah, they're always paying fines. They always doing
right. So they abide by U.S. regulations.
So Tether represents, let's say, like $70 billion out of the market cap for cryptos, right? It's not just Bitcoin that's tied to Tether. You got your Ethereum, your XRPs, whatever token that you are buying, and
right.
It represents $70 billion in the total market cap. So if Tether does get rugged, it's gonna be a bad day for people that are trading. Not necessarily for the maxis, right? Because one Bitcoin equals one Bitcoin.
Listen.
I mean, let's get into some of your comments. I see you got a few people over here that.
Yes. What I want to get around is, okay, I'm asking you, what happens if they just put their foot on the necks of Bitfinex and just say, all the exchanges got to shut down. You can no longer have a stable coin pegged to the U.S. dollar. What happens to the price of Bitcoin?
Well, two things happen. So the first thing is that the price of the USD.
What happens to the entire crypto market? I shouldn't even just say Bitcoin.
I was going to say that as number two. But the price of Bitcoin would go down as long as the price of everything else in the crypto markets, because everything essentially is tied. Well, Tether was the first stable coin around a bunch of other stable coins. And, if Tether transactions are blocked, then there are ways of basically liquidating whatever assets that the currency is pegged to. I don't believe Tether has all the assets pegged one-to-one with their currency, right? Nobody here believes that. But, I mean, I would believe that the price of everything will go down by, let's say, 70 billion, or if it's leveraged, let's say 700 billion. Who knows?
So you think 700? I don't think so.
Now, I mean, I'm not sure, because you got to understand, a lot of this stuff is leveraged 10 times. So the price of the crypto market right now, it might not even be 700 or whatever, close to $1 trillion, right? It could be leveraged 10 times leverage. Because remember, a lot of this stuff is all based on leverage. Am I right?
Correct.
Okay. So if Tether does fail, it's going to be a catastrophic event going on in the markets and everything like that. I mean, if you do have your funds on an exchange, it's going to be a really run on the exchange to get the assets or the the crypto assets. So it's really you won't expect
Right.
that.
I've been saying this for years that if you take the volume that's happening on these exchanges, it does not even come close to the actual supply of the crypto out there. There's a lot of phantom crypto being moved around.
Oh yeah, a
Tons of it.
majority of the transactions are on crypto exchanges. We know that already. You got a lot of transactions that peer to peer and everything like that. But let's say like 70% of crypto transactions as of today happen from exchange to exchange because exchanges like Binance, OKEX, they double as wallets. So say I could pay my Binance account to could pay your OKEX wallet or whatever like that. You can just use the wallets because they double as wallets, like what I'm saying, to transfer funds.
So Bitcoin. Oh, I got it. You got it over there. So with Bitcoin, again, I've looked all across social media. I've looked at what all the crypto content creators have to say. I've seen the mainstream media, and a lot of these people are taunting Bitcoin as the solution to going around these sanctions.
Yeah, I don't advocate for that. I wouldn't necessarily say that Bitcoin is going to be their number one go-to solution. Like a lot of these channels, they're not being real with you. I would say as far as it's an option, it's not going to be their number one go-to because the network essentially won't be able to manage that entire Russian economy. I'm being real with you guys, right? As far as Bitcoin and its development right now, there's not enough, even on the Lightning Network, right? It's not enough basically to support the entire economy. Let's say, for example, Russia decided to sell their gold, sell their oil for gold, right? That's viable. That's a neutral asset that they don't necessarily, they could back out of the US dollar saying they're being sanctioned right now, right? And they say, you know what, screw it. We have gold reserves and we're going to sell our oil for gold, right? Or natural gas for gold. We don't want it. We don't want US dollars. We don't want Chinese yuan or anything like that. We want gold on delivery, which is that's settlement right there. But it's not fast enough, right? Because you can't settle transactions for oil and gold, as quick as you can on an online basis, right? Because a lot of the transactions now have come to be done online. So why I say Bitcoin is a more better option than settling your debts in gold and everything like that is because it's just faster, right? Now you have other cryptocurrencies that want to take this role of being some kind of a payments platform. I'm not too
Uh-oh.
familiar with them. I'm
Uh-oh.
sure you share a lot of this stuff in the alpha group,
Uh-oh.
right?
Uh-oh.
Is this too much or what?
Uh-oh.
This is your lane of expertise. But let me
Yeah.
share something.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Something. Okay, so Russia, they also have they have alternate payment platforms. Like you see, we have Visa and everything like that, right? They also have their version of Visa as well. You got to
Right.
look at
They got a version of Swift that they developed with China already too.
right. I believe it's called SPRS, and there's another system called BRICS or something like that. And a
Right.
lot of these things, they had a lot of these guns tucked for years. Like a lot of when it's been like I want to say like 7 or 8 years since they mentioned a lot of these things again, because that was the last time there was a threat of Russia, breaking away from the dollar.
Right.
So yeah, it's really like coming around a long time and everything like that. But I want to say this: it doesn't stop Bitcoin from operating. Okay, the network still is ticking. It's not it's not stopping. If you check right now, any node, you'll see that
Yeah,
all
but I agree. That's one thing that I agree. I do agree that the network is going to keep going, but nobody's going to give a fuck if
okay,
the
so
network is going.
well, yeah, here's the thing. It's going to keep going, and it's a reliable blockchain, right? And then the thing about it, you've seen an example, people, whoever these people are, they're taking their money out of the banks and transferred into whatever crypto, shitcoin, penguin photo, I don't give a damn, and Bitcoin and fled the border. Okay, so they've taken their funds and they've used Bitcoin as a means of getting out to safety with their funds intact, or at least a majority of their wealth and everything like that. So that's just a use case right there. It's not necessarily saying Bitcoin can support large economies, right? Because Bitcoin can definitely support smaller economies, right?
Well, okay, let's look at this, right? Because again, Bitcoin can't support the economy of Russia, but that's not only the only thing that they have to support. If they're doing international trade, then they will have to support the other country as well.
Oh, elaborate.
Well, on the big, if you put it on, if they just start doing all this moving around on the network, you got another two populations. It's not just Russia.
Oh yeah, well definitely they're gonna have to trade with somebody. So let's say a small country like it has to be a small country that's really insignificant and will be willing to do the trade in that currency. So let's say,
Hold on.
who's this?
Going Native says Bitcoin isn't a currency. How you feel about that?
Well, I mean, it's whatever you want it to be. It can be a currency.
All right. I knew you was gonna say something goofy.
Well, I mean, essentially, like, what is gold?
Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency. Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency. That's it.
I agree.
That's it. Everything else can be used for smart contracts, can be used for this, can be used for that, can be whatever else. All right, NFTs, whatever. If anybody try to tell you that anything other than Bitcoin is of course CBDCs are the real cryptocurrencies, but they go under fiat. I would never disrespect. I would never disrespect the good, sweet, wholesome, global domination, New World Order CBDCs. I would never disrespect them by calling them cryptocurrency. Look, there go Creole. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Creole, hit the link. Hey, Creole, hit the link. Hit the link, Creole. You've been dodging me in the Telegram group. Let's go. Pull over. Pull the Bentley over, Creole. Pull the Bentley over, Creole. Let's go. I see you had a live stream. You canceled it. All right. Pull up to the block. Let's go. Pull the Bentley over. All right. Pull. He said this is a Black Pill crypto channel. Yeah. Hey, listen. I did a live stream called Red Pill Invested. That shit is a classic. Yeah, where are the CBDCs? Nigga, let's go. Hey, I got your partner coming up so y'all can explain it to me.
Nah, no doubt, man. We got to get it in, man. Let's see what's going on with
while Creole, tell his driver to pull the Bentley over. You know what I'm saying?
We can all agree that people use Bitcoin to essentially escape.
Uh-oh, Creole, we got an echo.
Yo, Creole, what up, bro?
Hey, hold on. I'm just now plugging everything up, so you may hear an echo. Just give me 1 sec.
Man, hot. We can hear you, bro. Creole come in with the super mic. It's too lit. It is too lit. We got the gang in the building. We got the resident Bitcoin maximalist in the building, here to defend Bitcoin's weak price action during this crisis.
Test.
Hey, man, look, check it out, man.
Hey, turn it down just a little bit, Creole.
Okay.
Yo, am I coming in clear?
Yeah, it's your sound is trash, bro. I ain't even gonna front.
Yo, listen, man, I gotta get a new mic, but I'm here, man.
Okay. Let me turn myself down a little bit.
No, and I don't want you to turn yourself down too much, because I want people to hear how ridiculous you niggas are.
You know, Ty.
Hey, what?
I was gonna go live tonight, but then I saw this ridiculous title.
No,
for
hey,
your live stream.
I was going to pull up to your live stream, but you never showed up. I was like, all right, I'm just trying to be after yours.
I'm just getting back to the spot. The homie had a little flea market out here in Ventura, California. I had to hit that up. Then a couple drinks after that. So I'm just here to correct you. What are you talking about?
Please correct them.
Okay, Bitcoin will be attacked? How, Ty?
Before we get to that, I need you to explain to me two things.
Okay.
For one, right, Bitcoin should have skyrocketed during these times of global Armageddon, World War III scenarios.
According to who?
According to the situations that people said Bitcoin is supposed to be used for, like the main use case. According to the main use case of Bitcoin, the price should have skyrocketed during this event.
But we already know the price of Bitcoin never really makes sense, according to global politics, right?
In correlation to what's happening right now in the global scene, I think it's safe to say Bitcoin is not reacting the way it's supposed to.
It's reacting perfectly.
Oh. Yeah, it's reacting perfectly. You're right, Mr. G. And when you look at the market cap of
Bitcoin, no, you're not right, Mr. G.
Bro, when you look at the 24-hour volume of Bitcoin, it's almost $20 billion.
I understand that.
Don't look at the price, look at the volume, right?
Okay. On the global financial system, that is a speck of dirt.
True, but it is the most volume out of other cryptocurrencies outside of stable coins.
Now, see, wait.
Bitcoin moves the market, right?
Bitcoin you have no argument with me. I say that Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency. All right. I don't disrespect CBDCs by calling them cryptocurrencies.
Okay.
All right. So Bitcoin as a hedge. This is what. All right. Now, how is it working as a hedge right now?
It's working perfectly. It's worth, but because if I put my wealth or money into Bitcoin, 1 BTC equals 1 BTC. It doesn't matter the price. I know if I'm in Russia or Ukraine, you see the people rushing to Bitcoin right now because they can store their wealth and store their energy into a protocol that doesn't care about wars.
Honey Badger don't care, baby.
It doesn't care. So, I mean, even if you look at the price of Bitcoin, it's what, 45% of its all-time high right now. But if you look at other cryptocurrencies, it's still outperforming that. Like XRP, all-time high was like $3. It's at 72 cents right now.
Here we go.
Cardano's all-time high was about $3. It's at 87 cents right now.
All right. We're talking about the only cryptocurrency that is to be used as a hedge against
central bank money
and central government.
Right, but the market is shook right now, right? People are scared.
But it shouldn't matter, though, right?
People are scared and people are buying. Remember that.
Oh
For every buyer, for every seller, there's a buyer.
Top Cash, he says, yo, Todd, what other assets is supposed to be going up right now? Precious metals. You precious metal niggas got explaining to do too. You precious metal niggas, how is the hedge going? All right. How is
it's going pretty good for them?
What's an ounce of gold worth right now?
Less than it was.
Yeah, it's about 1900 right now. So yeah, less than it was. But you know, I mean, the markets. We gotta wait until everything opens up on Monday, right? We're gonna see the ruble crash.
Oh,
We're gonna
yeah.
see.
Yeah, I already heard that the Russian market already down 50%.
You know what I mean? It hadn't even opened up yet. So
Hold on, going native. He said people are buying bullets. I highly recommend that. I always tell y'all when the shit hit the fan, your fucking gold bars is gonna be trash. All right, bullets
Michelle,
are going to rain, nigga. AK-47s and AR-15s is the wave. I'm trying to tell y'all, you're gonna be able to trade bullets for all kind of shit.
I
Anyway.
agree with that. Michelle has stocked up her weaponry.
Uh-oh.
She's got all the AKs and the bullets.
Let's go. We talk about that stuff on Patreon. We don't talk about that stuff on YouTube. You already know what time it is, man.
But Todd, back to your point. I mean, what do you expect Bitcoin to do right now as far as price wise?
I expect Bitcoin to just rally hard. Right now, Bitcoin should be right now on the verge of World War III. Bitcoin should be pumping harder than ever.
It
necessarily
will.
If the stock market, everything is down.
And yes, everything is down. So now Bitcoin is like everything. That's what you want to do?
Not necessarily. 2 years
That's
ago,
what I'm saying.
6 times higher than it was 2 years ago.
Right, exactly, Mr. G. I mean, you got to look at the price historically, but not that. I mean, people are moving away from risky investments right now because there's so much uncertainty in the world. That's not Bitcoin's fault, right? But once people start feeling more stable in their investments, they're going to go right back towards Bitcoin. But we are seeing Russia and Ukraine governments and civilians move towards cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. So it's coming. This massive rally you're talking about, it's coming. It's not going to happen like that because it never does. We never predict when the next Bitcoin pump is going to come. We can kind of match it up to the halvening in the cycles, but I mean,
you got to figure. I'll give you an example. All those people that just fled the border, they now know about Bitcoin. They know now that you can take one of these little USB thumb drives and flee with all your wealth, or you can keep your funds on your seed phrase on a piece of steel and flee the border. You can't do that with gold and silver, right?
Exactly.
Any border that you're coming
Right,
with,
you can do that with a lot of other crypto as well.
But I mean,
let's say for example, you have Solana, right? Solana already froze, let's say 6 times.
Come on, fam. We don't even talk about corny shit like Solana, bro.
But there you go. But Solana's still somewhere in the top 20, which is insane.
Come on, fam. Come on, dog. Don't do us like that, man. This is a real crypto channel, bro.
Solana.
All right, so look, you gotta give me a second. So you see people now, they're getting the signal. They're catching the signal that I don't necessarily need to keep my funds in a bank, right? You just saw all these lines on the ATM and the ATM is closed, right? I can keep all my funds on a device like this, flee with my wife and my kids, and we can get the fuck out of Dodge, you know? And that's real. That leaves an impression on a lot of people, right? It makes you look at things a lot differently.
And to add on to that, Mr. G, which you're correct, is it's not only being able to flee with my wealth, but you're seeing the world donating Bitcoin directly to the Ukrainian government. It's well over $1 million that in Bitcoin that has been donated.
Well, I got something to say about that, Creole. For finish.
Hold on, because I got something to say about that too.
Okay,
yeah. It caused the short blip in price action. So now this Patreon content, you could trade Bitcoin based off of you donate to these people. Go ahead.
So
Go ahead.
my
Okay.
point is the use case and utility of Bitcoin that CBDCs won't have.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait. What? Repeat that.
See, I'm not going to be able to donate a CBDC currency to Ukraine like that, right? Because
Absolutely not.
Hell no, you're not.
exactly. So the global use case of Bitcoin is unfolding right in front of our eyes, just like
No,
it
it's
did in
not.
Canada.
No, it's
Well,
not.
that's right there. It's uncensorable transactions. So
Right.
that's a use
Now,
case.
Creole, I got this question. What happens if USD Tether collapses?
I'll tell you exactly what happens. It'll be good for Bitcoin because if Tether collapses, it's not going to happen in the blink of an eye. It's going to slowly collapse. So where are people going to put their USDT into?
No,
Not
USDT is
fiat.
going to be done. Everybody, hey, relax, bro. If you in USDT, man, listen, God bless.
Right? People are going to move those funds into Bitcoin is my
Here's
point.
the thing about that.
Tether is going to collapse. You're not going to be able to move that shit. It's
It
going to be
won't
like
it won't
It may
collapse before the
collapse.
dollar.
Collapse
Tether
essentially.
Tether
Yes,
won't
it will.
collapse before the dollar.
That's a fact. Because as long as people have confidence in the dollar, you'll always be able to have confidence in like a USD.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up. Tether won't collapse.
Before the dollar.
Explain what they mean by collapse. You just mean like transactions.
Tether will absolutely collapse before the dollar.
Absolutely not, because
Yeah,
all of the
probably,
things
yeah.
that people point towards Tether is bad. The US dollar is doing that times 1,000, which is printing money, and it's not backed by anything, right?
Tether is the same, and it's even more controllable.
Yeah, exactly. It's programmable.
That's what I'm saying.
They can censor
Tether could go away.
Well, it not necessarily can't go away because you can shut down a blockchain, but if it's an
If you wake up tomorrow, if you wake up tomorrow and Tether is 0.000000001 cent, bro, it went away.
Okay, I'll give you an example. That's if the peg collapses, but the token is still going to be there. I'll give you an example. Like if the SEC loses,
Yeah, but nobody's gonna want it. Okay, look, remember BitConnect?
Yeah,
That could happen to Tether.
No.
Yes, it can. You can still buy. You can still buy BitConnect. That's still there. You can still buy it. The blockchain is still working.
You can use the conversation, Ty. You straying off the conversation.
No, I'm not. I'm just no.
Won't work.
Tether can do the same shit. Tether does not have to be $1. Like, what are we talking about?
Okay, so how Tether was created, it's basically an omni protocol. So they have like, you can peg it to all kind of stuff. They had a Bitcoin peg when it first came out. It was a ERC20 peg when it first came out. So there's really no way to stop the actual token being somewhere in the cryptoverse, right? So if you have an ERC20 Tether token, you can mint an ERC20 Tether token, right? So you can always have a Tether token, whether it's backed by an actual dollar, which it's not, and people still trade it today like it's backed by an actual dollar, and you can still mint these things. You can have Tether on, I believe, Cardano. You can have Tether on Bitcoin. That was the first.
It's a lot of Tether on Tron.
You can have Tether on Tron. So essentially, it was made with the protocol called Omni. So it's a way of pegging different cryptos to like a sort of stable value, forex value. So you can do that to Russian ruble, euro, pound, that sort of thing. So that's what Tether basically is. It's not just USDT. Everybody likes dollars because Tether is like a shadow of the euro dollar system, essentially. But Tether transactions, yeah, they can be frozen and stopped, but the token will still be around somewhere. Like once these tokens are made, they're like space junk, But
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it won't. Every other stable coin under it will fall too. USDC, DAI.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Yes, I know. Yes.
So
what that would actually come also second to basically the dollar collapsing, right? Because as long as the dollar goes up, people are always going to have faith in a speedier way of transacting in the dollar.
Yeah, let's keep going down this road. So, Ty, what would cause Tether to collapse?
The banks with the tanks. 2 phone calls.
Well, we just explained that you could mint, like, it's not going to cause the token necessarily to stop being around, right? So
They can make listen, they can make Bitfinex do whatever they want with Tether.
True, but it's that's their property. I mean, they can do whatever they want with it, but
They already been new to international sanctions a lot already. It'll pay fees and fines to the U.S. government already.
Using Tether?
Yeah, Bitfinex.
Okay, so then that makes XRP redundant, doesn't it?
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, if they already chose to use Tether, then number one, Tether's not going to fail because they're already using it as a means of payment.
No, Tether is still functioning under Bitfinex. And I think that was allowed to happen on purpose.
I believe so too, because knock everybody out. All competition is
well until they get to set up their own shit. They get to put regulations and control mechanisms on Bitfinex while they fucking sort out the true and living CBDC total world domination system.
Yeah, Bitcoin is still going to keep operating because all of that stuff is just.
You think CBDCs and Tether is going to be operating together?
Yes.
I don't know what's going to happen on that in that environment. I know I know one thing for sure: Bitcoin is going to keep operating. That's
right. There's a lot of dead projects still operating.
And the Fed has already.
Will they still have the same network effect?
Yo, people are buying Litecoin right now. People are still buying Litecoin right now.
They're speculating. Yeah, they're speculating.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So now,
go ahead.
People are still doing all of this speculation, which is propping up the market, right? And what we're seeing is Bitcoin's network effect going up, by maybe 5 or 10x right now. Right? Because people now that weren't introduced to Bitcoin, nobody needs Bitcoin until they need Bitcoin. Nobody wants Bitcoin until they need it. So, maybe this was someone's first introduction into Bitcoin and this whole crypto thing and everything like that. Maybe they see it now like, oh, now I see why this thing is useful. Essentially, like outside of the world of speculation.
Hold on. So you think this is spawning some kind of mass adoption right now?
Well, yeah, of course. If you left Ukraine 2 days ago, let's say you left Ukraine on Monday. Today, your wealth has probably dropped maybe around 10%. That's not bad compared to like a bad day in the markets. Most people lose their shirt.
Oh, tomorrow is going to be a real bad day.
Well, we'll see. We'll see for like currency markets. Maybe not Bitcoin. You never know.
Oh my God, bro. Okay, wait. Prediction for the market tomorrow, Mr. G.
What do you mean, like the daily high and the daily close?
Yeah. Bitcoin prediction tomorrow.
I don't know. We can range bound right now. We're in the 30s. So, I mean, I would say I would love to see the high of like 40,000. And we close above 40,000. We're not going back.
Well, we already got rejected. We're at the 37 already going to tomorrow. Creo, what is your prediction for tomorrow on the Bitcoin market?
I think in all markets, we're going to see blood in the streets, at least until Wednesday. I think this war between Russia and Ukraine won't last that long. I still highly doubt they're going to block Russia from the SWIFT system, because if they do, then Russia will immediately go to a Bitcoin standard, which will force.
Wait. They already made Bitcoin legal tender, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong.
I think you're right. I think you're right about that. Or at least there's legislation in whatever government body they have. Some prime minister introduced it.
Yeah, let me I actually got the info on that. They actually proposed a bill to make it legal tender, but with a heavy taxation element behind it. So it's not really like favorable.
Wait. With a heavy what?
With a heavy taxation element. So I believe hey, it is what it is. So look,
wait a minute. No, it ain't no, it is what it is. Yo, chill, bro. Wait a minute. Hold them up. Wait.
That's good for Russia.
You mean good for the government?
It is good for Bitcoin. Because, look,
That's what I'm talking about.
Look,
That's what I'm talking about.
The network regardless. The honey badger don't care. So if you have Russia
No,
collecting,
the honey badgers doesn't care. But guess what? Guess who care about them taxes? Their taxes. I need that.
well, that's not necessarily. We don't know if they made it legal tender. So it's still a bill, and what's in it is that they'll have like a 40% tax if you try and convert.
God damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. No. Look, it's going to bring two things. It's going to make, one, smart people are not going to convert their Bitcoin to fiat, driving up the value, right? And number two, if the government is collecting 40% taxes on this cryptocurrency that's backed by nothing, right? That just further
No. Mr. G, hold them up. Just because people are not cashing into fiat doesn't mean your shit just goes up because you didn't cash into fiat. It's a lot of people hodling right now on the way down.
That's relative, but go ahead.
Oh my God.
I don't know about
down
that.
To where? Down to
Oh,
where?
hey, Creole. Let's hear about staying in Bitcoin instead of cashing out to fiat.
Well, that's the only play is to stay in a Bitcoin.
Because
on average,
stay in Bitcoin instead of staying in the Ukrainian whatever their national currency was. Essentially, that currency is zero now.
So I'm here to tell y'all that people getting out, even if they got to pay a 40% tax. If it get way bloody, when they get to that break even period, a lot of people don't have the stomach. They're getting out.
Out of the trade?
They're getting out of Bitcoin.
But you always come back
because they're trading and they're being speculative. They're not. They haven't done the deep dive.
No. Hodlers get out. Hodlers get out too.
Well, I mean, you could look that up. You could look up all those numbers now.
But yeah, and even if you look at the stats, the number of hodlers that buy Bitcoin and never move it, that percentage is going up on a daily basis.
Still over 60%.
Still over 60%. So it doesn't matter what traders do, Ty. It matters what long-term hodlers do.
Y'all make my point again.
How?
If Bitcoin is being stored, then it should be becoming more scarce on the market, which should be reflecting in the price, right?
It is, Ty. Look, zoom out.
I did zoom out. We down.
Down compared to all-time high. But if you look
18 or
just 2 years ago, it was 10 grand.
Every metric is way worse now, from inflation to interest rates to everything else.
Right. And historically, Bitcoin goes up.
Gold just started breaking out. So gold is like lagging. So is gold a lagging indicator of inflation? We don't know.
Yo,
bro, Bitcoin is always going to go up and it's always going to form higher lows. Look, just listen to yourself, Ty. You were saying, Ty.
Time it out. Everybody, time it out. Because I don't want to hear this higher low shit. Okay, this higher low shit. No, that you mean down 80% swing.
Listen to yourself.
When nothing has happened, nothing has changed.
Ty, that is Bitcoin. It does that. It does shit like this all the time.
That is counter to what you're saying.
Listen to what you were saying. A $37,000 Bitcoin is cheap.
Says who?
Says me.
That says you. Says everybody. You're saying Bitcoin is performing badly because it's $37,000 a coin right now.
We're not even at 80% of a drop yet.
Yeah, the 80% drops come after 250K, guys. Come on.
And even if it drops 80%, it's still higher than $10,000, Ty.
My Lord.
Even my portfolio can drop 80% right now and I'm still good because it's a higher low.
Don't you understand that every other metric is not that is supposed to be tied to Bitcoin is not moving like that?
The only metric that matters is the hash rate and the
Hash
number, or
doesn't equal cash.
it does.
Hash does not equal cash.
It does.
Hash
Historically, it does.
does not equal cash.
Historically, it does, Ty. And all you have to do is zoom out, right?
Historically, he's right.
I mean, we're
Historically,
only when Bitcoin hit an all-time high, that was what, November 10th, less than a year ago.
Wow. Making my point again. Less than a year ago.
Yeah, it's volatile. Yeah,
But that's not based on everything that people says Bitcoin is counter to.
Well, okay, so let's go over what Bitcoin is counted to. What are your points?
Inflation.
Okay, so since 2000.
Wait. Bitcoin scarcity. All of these things are supposed to equal up.
It does, Ty.
Okay,
Oh my God.
2020,
When did we?
2020,
Let's
Bitcoin
just,
has gone up. And
Mr.
this is
G.
all correlation to the halving, right?
Yes, that I understand that. But look what happens. We have the halving. We go to all-time high. What? That's a 4-year cycle?
I guess that's what we're getting right now.
Right.
Maybe
So in that 4-year cycle, what happened with inflation and everything else?
Well, we're going to have to see, essentially, because if inflation went up 7%, if inflation went up 7% in this year, or essentially in the course of 1 year, whatever time span that they measure these things in, right? Let's see how much Bitcoin has gone up since. So if Bitcoin has outpaced inflation, which it has, because Bitcoin's gone up more than 7%, it's down 15% this year, which is fine. But over the course of 2 years since inflation or the numbers started going berserk.
Where's the bottom?
The bottom of Bitcoin?
Right? What range is about? I call 25K.
For me, yeah, I agree with that. 25, 28K is the bottom. But what was the bottom before we started printing money? Half that? About 10,000? When we started printing money, Bitcoin was around $10,000.
I can't give you that, Creole, because again, bro, we done had what, damn near $5-6 trillion in stimulus.
Yeah, $5 or $6 trillion.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, like in that time period, I mean, Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin is supposed to be.
Not necessarily.
See, you can't.
900 Bitcoin come out every day. You got to look at the daily transactions. Look who's buying for the day. Remember, at one time, PayPal, MicroStrategy, and a few other companies, they were buying up more Bitcoin that was being mined today. So they were buying Bitcoin from actual miners. So a lot of that buying has basically just been like, a lot of margin buying is not. The inflows is not as great as it was, like, let's say in 2020, but they're still buying. You have miners now that you have large miners, small scale miners. I just talked with a miner the other day that they have these operations now. They're plugging up, and the hash rate is essentially going up. So people now they're plugging into the network. People are looking into this as a means of, it's a business now. In the United States, it's already big in Texas. It's pretty big in Canada and a few others.
All right. Proof of work. Not part of the
come up with ways of trying to ban it and everything like that, but it's already there's a large corporate interest already in proof of work.
Proof of work will not be part of the New World Order. Hey, check this out. Now,
bro,
I got both y'all on here.
Because look, if you don't want proof of work as part of the New World Order, then you'll have nothing for future governments to see who was a traitor and who was not, because that's what blockchain is. It's fully open. So you can't advocate.
No, there's not going to listen. The new global society is not going to be functioning on this open system.
Yes, it is.
It is. I believe so. And here's the thing: they need Bitcoin to be around, because they're going to have to look into the blockchain to see who was doing what X amount of years ago. It's a perfect record of what happened because the blockchain is immutable. I mean, essentially Bitcoin's blockchain, right? So it's the perfect tool for governments to spy on people as well as the government.
It's not going to be more perfect than the system that they finna put together with
Yeah,
CBDC.
no, of course not, because they can
Bro,
control
you're
the spending. With
Nah,
Bitcoin,
I'm not tripping. This is about to be total world domination, lockdown. You motherfuckers is better be prepared to just live to die. That's what's coming.
I mean, beg, borrow, die,
Oh,
right? That's what they want you to do.
No, that's what's gonna happen.
Ty, banks are losing customers. Bitcoin is gaining customers. That's a fact.
Wait.
Banks are losing customers and clients.
At what rate, Creo?
It doesn't matter the rate if Bitcoin is gaining. Bitcoin is gaining.
Creo, you got a few neckbeard loser motherfuckers and weird niggas like us that know how to use DeFi. Trust me, we're not making a big fucking dent in banking. I tell you right now, I just went to the bank and the fucking line was so you know how they got 3 lanes?
Okay, Ty.
Listen,
But
Not
that
the
motherfucker all the way around. You know what they doing? They cash that motherfucking tax refund check. They love that shit. They fucking love that shit. Yo, these banks, they love that shit.
bro, banks
People going inside the bank, they want to remortgage shit. They want to get these fucking what do they call those? What's the savings account? They want to put money in there for 0.05% on the yearly and shit. They want that shit, bro.
Ty, that's old news. What is the emerging market? The emerging market are the 2 billion people who are unbanked.
Listen,
why are there? If banks are so good, why are there 2 billion people unbanked?
I got a feeling.
They don't need everybody.
I got a feeling. Look, we're gonna reach a tipping point where we're gonna see more people onboarded into like Bitcoin and versus it's inevitable. It's mathematically possible because there's not enough bank locations or even like essentially like.
Yo,
what he's saying is that the cost of banks is too much to compete with an open, free monetary system like Bitcoin.
Banks with the tanks will pay whatever. They already bailed out the bankers.
They can't compete. They can't compete.
Sheep wanted the banks. The sheep didn't even complain when the bankers got bailed out.
They did.
This ain't ancient history. There was no rioting in the street. There was no nothing. There was no
alternative, and there was Occupy Wall Street.
Oh my God. Yo. So y'all think that the sheep are gonna just go up against the banks with the tanks out of nowhere?
No, it's not the sheep. It's going to be the corporations to go against the banks with the tanks.
No, the corporations love the sheep and the banks. What do you think?
Corporations do not love banks. Corporations love money.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't. Why would they give them their power? Like, why would PayPal delegate power to the Federal Reserve when they
don't have to?
They got all the customers.
Because they know how the banks with the tanks work. The same way Janet Yellen made one phone call, shut down Robinhood, so all you peasants had to wait for all the big money to get out of ANC.
But she can't shut down Bitcoin, Ty.
Hey, you remember when the Fed Now system shut down for like 8 hours? Y'all remember that?
Right. Remember when it came back on board and everybody was thankful?
Bro, these CBDCs about to get hacked. They about to go offline more than Solana.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be a mess. You think the government can roll out a technological feat like this without screwing it up?
Yes.
When
have
they ever done that?
It doesn't matter if they screw up. That's why they fucked up all the other times with recessions and depressions. Nobody
never had competition. For the first time, banks and governments have competition, and they're gonna fuck up. And Bitcoin's gonna be there.
And the sheep I know. Let's go to Bitcoin. The sheep beg people to look up and get their seed phrases and shit. The sheep love not being accountable for their own money. They love that shit.
There will always be sheep. Yes.
Yes, and there will always be 95 to 98% of this population is fucking sheep.
And they only have 1% of the wealth, Ty. It doesn't matter the number of people. Where's the global wealth? Where is that going to flow?
Global wealth is at the top where people control the bottom. And the people at the bottom look for and depend on the people at the top to look after them.
So what are the wealthy people going to do?
The wealthy
not
people,
the sheep.
The wealthy people are going to find out how they can fit into this new financial system. That's what they're going to do.
Or are the wealthy people going to be like Michael Saylor, who understand money, who understand monetary systems?
Yo, come on.
People are going to do
are the wealth? Yeah.
Michael Saylor will sell Bitcoin. What are you
talking about?
There's sold some Bitcoin.
There's $62 billion in corporate treasuries in Bitcoin right now. Where is the wealth going to go?
Is $62 billion a lot of money in the global system?
Compared to any other cryptocurrency? Yes.
$62 billion, a lot of money.
Well, that number is too small though, Creole, because 62 billion, that doesn't represent all the corporate debt, essentially, in the United States. There's a lot more than that. I believe it's at least maybe $1 trillion, $2 trillion.
Yeah, I agree with that. But your CBDC projects like XRP, that's 62 billion.
No,
double XRP's market cap right now.
I'm not going to let you do that. XRP is not a CBDC. Let's not do that. Okay.
Okay. What protocol is?
Y'all like to confuse people. I want to make that very clear.
Let's go down this road. What protocol are central banks going to use?
They're going to use whatever the government that they're a part of is using.
And Bitcoin's going to be in the corner just looking at him.
Yeah, Bitcoin is going to be in the corner, not being on these ledgers at all.
Yeah, Bitcoin's its own ledger. It doesn't need to be on anyone's ledger.
Right. It's going to be not being accepted anywhere.
What?
I'll accept Bitcoin.
Who's not going to accept Bitcoin?
I mean, essentially, if you want the government to tell what your corporation, like if you want the government telling your corporation how much gas they can buy, how fast you can expand, this is the time to pay taxes this month, a 40% corporate tax hike.
Yeah.
There's no way around that shit.
There's no way around it. It's called the banks with the tanks. They're not finna play no games.
No, not necessarily. Yeah. It's going to be a way to, I mean, essentially, if there's no way for you to buy Bitcoin, yeah, you're going to have to sell your hard assets for Bitcoin. If you're stuck in a currency like CBDCs, I mean, you're going to have to trade over some land or some hard assets for private keys, right? Because there's no way, we don't want currency anymore. They've locked the doors. They made it like untradeable for Bitcoin. So people are going to be thinking about it. It might go down, over the course of a few years, but people are going to see like there's a lot less benefit of being in the national currency than being in a currency that is not controlled by the government. You can keep your wealth, and you've seen people flee to safety, using this technology.
Exactly.
Go ahead, Creole.
And I think the single most important question we have to ask ourselves right now is, what digital currency are people going to use for their unit of account? And what I mean about unit of account, Bitcoin is going to be the most stable, scarce, hard asset. So we're going to price all digital value in terms of Satoshis.
Yo, this is insane, man.
No, but what he's saying is kind of right, because currency markets.
Wait. Yo, listen. Just because Creole said it doesn't mean it's true, fam.
No, he's right, because currency markets come and go, right? So fiat currencies, they're no fiat currency stays around. All fiat currencies
just to be clear, okay, all of these central banks, the BIS, International Monetary Fund, Federal Reserve, they're going to close their doors and just go away. That's what we're saying, right?
No.
Oh, they're going to be begging for Bitcoin. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They don't want their loans anymore.
What I'm saying,
the money's no good.
yeah, and additionally, Mr. G, what I'm saying is that all those institutions you just listed won't be able to conduct business cheaper than the Bitcoin network. The business that always wins is able to do business cheaply, margins. It costs too much to be a bank. It costs too much to be the European Union, the biz, right? The IMF. They got to pay light bills. They got to pay salaries. Bitcoin doesn't do any of that. And so as we move into this digital new era, people are going to build on the cheapest solution. Cryptopium.
Yeah, they got no. It's Bitcoin opium. That's the fuck these motherfuckers dealing with, man. So you literally just said what I said. Everything is going away because of Bitcoin.
Not because of Bitcoin, but because they can't compete with Bitcoin.
Oh my God.
Listen, man, we smoking crypto pack today, man.
I already know, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to help y'all. Listen, again, Russia is going to use Bitcoin, which is propped up by a U.S. stablecoin, to go around U.S. Yes, it is.
How?
Yo, what do you mean how?
Okay.
Let's collapses, the price of Bitcoin goes down, baby. Your stream in the range.
Are you talking about Tether?
Yes.
Bro, what does that even mean, Ty? Like,
what do you mean? What does that mean?
Who is giving out free Tether?
Let
me know in the chat right now if you get free Tether.
Wait. No. Let's not do that. Tether gets printed out of thin air.
Okay, but it's not
Tether that was printed out of thin air.
As the market,
oh my God.
As the market grows, we have to print new stable coins to represent the dollars coming into the market. Nobody is given free Tether.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You're saying when they print Tether, there's $1 on all of it.
I'm saying nobody is there. They aren't passing out free Tether. It's new dollars coming into the market.
No. When Tether is printed, there's dollars to go with those. They don't just inject Tether into the market.
Right. And when $1 is printed, what's backing that?
No, we're not talking about the dollar. We're talking about Tether.
It's the same. It's the same.
No, it's not. Real
Tether
dollars
is fiat money. I mean, it's fiat digital money. What's your
point?
Right,
which is propping up the markets.
No, it's not, because Tether isn't giving free Tether out.
Tether is injected into exchanges.
Because there's money flowing into the market.
No, they buy real Bitcoin with fiat and made up as Tether. That's what they do.
Okay, but if Tether collapses,
that's
all that
inflation.
money.
That's literally inflation.
Okay, and that's good for Bitcoin. Inflation
is
good for Bitcoin.
That inflation on Tether is coming down.
So if Tether collapses, people are going to sell their Bitcoin.
Yes, they're going to freak the fuck out and get out of Bitcoin.
What?
That is crazy.
That's insane.
It is going to be insane. I see it.
Hey, cryptocurrency.
Yeah. Bitcoin
I see it.
You're giving
wait. Y'all didn't see it? Come on, dog. This what I know. Y'all been in this for at least two cycles already.
That's why this argument is completely insane to us, because we've seen Tether. I mean, even if they print Tether out of thin air, people are buying the Tether with real money.
No, they aren't. They are buying Bitcoin on these exchanges with bullshit.
So who is getting Tether for free, Ty?
Bitfinex.
Oh my God, bro.
Well, this is the whole point of the argument is that fiat currency is essentially a garbage. And
Wait a minute. Man, oh my goodness.
It's crazy. It's crazy. No, it's wild. I mean,
Yo,
I gotta agree.
is literally bringing in fake dollars and injecting it into the crypto market, fam. That is inflation.
Okay, but Bitcoin is a scarce asset.
Okay, Bitcoin is a scarce asset. Okay, Bitcoin is a scarce asset, but on top of scarcity, you have this inflation on it.
That's everything in the world. All fiat money is inflationary.
Oh my goodness.
The market cap of Tether is what, $80 billion? 10%?
Yeah, something like that.
10% of Bitcoin? So you have a cryptocurrency.
Check it out.
All right.
I even said that 70, $80 billion was leveraged by 10x. So let's say it's $800 billion, and that's the big crash. Because let's say the crypto market.
Because a lot of it is in future.
So now, if it does dump, Bitcoin is going to go back down to $3,000. Everybody learns their lesson. Everybody sells their Bitcoin. I go to Coinbase or Kraken or wherever. I buy more Bitcoin for cheap because you're scared. And then when the price goes back up, you're going to ask yourself, why did you sell your Bitcoin when Tether crashed, when you could have just held?
I'll be buying other things.
I mean, you can buy everything. I mean, shit.
I'll be buying other things.
Everything's going to be cheap. But yeah, essentially that's what's going on. So that's
hey, bit flipper on your ass, bro. He said Coinbase, eek.
Hey man, listen. I'm talking about turning fiat
man. You might as well come to the gang side, brother. We fuck with the government. We paying taxes. We getting rich at the same time. You might just go to the squad.
Look, I get my Bitcoin 3 ways. So I'm just saying the quickest, easiest, fastest way is pressing a few buttons and buying on Coinbase. I mine and trade at the same time. So it's 3 ways of buying Bitcoin. You can work for it.
Well, I know y'all rich off Bitcoin, but this what I'm gonna say, right? Check this out.
Oh man, come on. Why you throwing
No. I mean, y'all rich. It is what it is. Check this out. So, all right. Let me wind this down because y'all give me. Yo, listen. World War III happens.
Okay.
Bitcoin doesn't go to infinity like you guys say.
Okay.
How much further into World War III does it take for Bitcoin to go to infinity?
Okay,
so everything will go to zero. Let me jump off and let me start this one off.
Wait a minute. You say what?
Go to zero. If we're in World War III,
everything is worth zero.
Yeah, everything is worth zero. The gold is going to be back to 1 ounce. It's not going to be worth any dollar value because all money is essentially going back to zero because we're in a state of war and anarchy, right? Bitcoin will be worth 1 Bitcoin because no one will see the intrinsic value of it outside of transacting borderlessly, permissionlessly, trustlessly, and securely. So no one's going to see the value of Bitcoin outside of those things right there, right? And that's basically it.
Wait, and let me add to that.
Hold on, before you add to that, I want to say something about this. They say I'm speaking hypotheticals. I didn't say Bitcoin was going to infinity. That is these two gentlemen. All right. They also say Bitcoin will become the world's reserve currency. That's them. I don't listen. Hey,
I'm standing on that.
I'm serious.
And let me add on to this World War III hypothetical question. If there is a World War III, all these shit coins are going to fork. And each country is going to have their own version of their shit coin. There's going to be a Russian XRP. There's going to be a China-based XRP. But the beautiful thing about proof of work, if there is a world war, it won't fork because the hash rate is going to take over. And the main chain will stick with the hash rate, not depending on geographical locations. So this is why Bitcoin is going to be the global reserve currency because it is borderless.
Okay, it is borderless, but governments are moving the price.
Moving the price in dollar terms, but not in Bitcoin terms.
Yeah, not in
You can choose
Satoshis.
to sell Bitcoin for whatever price you want for it. That's the beautiful thing about it. So like the
If
market price,
people can't listen, if people can't get fiat out of Bitcoin, it's worthless right now.
well, yeah, because everything is priced in fiat
But
Right. That's
yeah,
what people believe in. That is where the confidence is.
until they don't believe in it anymore.
Oh my God, bro.
I mean, there's two ways people don't believe in it: hyperinflation, and yeah, there's just basically one way: hyperinflation. People see that their dollars that they're saving their time and value in are getting them less and less stuff, and they're seeing other people, essentially other people, just moving and being able to transact, and they seem to be getting along well over there with this Bitcoin thing I keep hearing about, and the money that I have is trash. So eventually, it's just a matter of time, you know.
and I won't. I mean, just CBDCs won't be used internationally,
Yeah.
globally.
No, they won't. They're not being
Okay,
designed that
so
way.
how can they be bigger than Bitcoin?
Well, they're gonna have bridge assets. That's how.
All right, and if you
Assets, what's that?
another shit coin.
Yo. Yo, it's in all the white papers. Public and private sectors are going to work together.
It's high. If you read what developers talk about,
I
these
do read
bridge assets, they
chill out,
aren't
man.
safe.
Don't play me like that. I do read what developers say.
I know you do, but I'm talking to the people listening.
Okay.
Bridge assets and oracles are inherently flawed. This is why Chainlink hasn't done anything.
Yo, we don't talk. I don't even. Have you ever heard me talk about Chainlink? See, y'all come over here bringing up Solana and all these weird ass fucking.
It's all the same.
This is a real crypto channel. We only talk about digital assets that have real world utility, development, and that have actual backing with this. Yo, don't come over here and talk about all these weird companies and shit, man.
But it's
Creole is hilarious. Yo, these dudes is funny, man. I'm telling you. These dudes funny, man.
Hey yo, I just want to say something. I'm about to break out, but I just want to say something about this whole situation, man. Just watch who you're getting your information from as far as what's going on out in Ukraine and Russia. Don't pick sides, because this is none of our business. I'm assuming there's a lot of melanated brothers and sisters over here, so don't get dragged into something that you don't even need to be worrying about. This is none of your business.
Man, they're going to usher in a new financial system. That's my business. And I need to know how CBDC is going to take shape, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, you're going to be waiting a long time to see that.
Yo, they come here talking about, is Litecoin better than Bitcoin? Uh-oh.
Bro, what?
Oh, Litecoin is a book, and it's basically Charlie Lee. Charlie Lee created Litecoin in like 2013 as a.
First of all, let me say this: Charlie Lee is a legend. We will not be disrespecting Charlie Lee. He knew he had some garbage. He sold it all without no fucking shame. He showed his face in front of all of these people who bought that shit, and he the man, bro. He went on to make bread coin and all the rest of this other shit. Yo, Charlie Lee is that nigga, man.
Yeah, he's sold real
So he created Litecoin, and it's everybody looks at it like it's a silver to Bitcoin's gold, but it's really just a test net. So any experiments that you would think that Bitcoin can do, you would essentially use Litecoin as a shield.
Yeah, but I don't even think they're using it as that anymore.
No, ain't nobody using it.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that.
Let's just look at the 24-hour volume.
Yeah, Charlie Lee is lit, man. He went down in history, man. Yeah, legendary. He even said the way he went out was like, he said, he used the most bullshit excuse. He was like, the project can't be centralized, or it's a conflict of interest that I have so much in fucking Litecoin. So
that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Take notes, y'all. That's how you do it.
that motherfucker, man. Hundreds of millions of dollars of Litecoin dumped on all those people, man. And they used to love watching his AMAs and shit. Then he got called out for they stopped developing on it. Then he made some kind of fake shit to like make it seem like the GitHub was active, bro. Man, Charlie Lee is that nigga master finesse, dog. Gang, man. That's what
Yeah.
hell yeah, man. Slid out the door, nigga. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. He made up a whole Bitcoin, a whole other
Wimble.
Yeah, Wimble. That's right. He kept saying it's coming, it's coming. And all you Ethereum motherfuckers, man, I cannot for the life of me understand how people keep investing in Ethereum. Ethereum 2.0.
They're real strange. I mean,
Ethereum 2.0 is like 5 years behind.
Dude, yeah.
Imagine
every bull cycle. Every bull cycle is hyped by the same shit. They don't even change as a 2.0 to be, and they keep having announcements 5 years deep. None of these crypto channels ever even say nothing about it.
And the sad part is now there's no more E2.0. So if you got 32 Ethereum locked in that contract, you're gonna have to like beg.
You can't even.
You're gonna have to beg to get your money back. I don't know
you can't even get your.
Tell you.
Yeah, they didn't even come out and do the whole proof of stake. They're supposed to go into staking and shit. Yo, listen.
Crazy.
Yo, it is still $2,300. Like people are buying Ethereum like it ain't shit, bro. Like, yo, listen, listen. If you go out here and look at all of these crypto channels, they treat Ethereum like it's close to Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's not even close. And like you said, you can't even get your coins back if you move it over to ETH 2.0 to stake. I mean, that's a red flag.
Yo, that is funny. Yeah. And then they say it's not centralized, but Vitalik had the final say in what was going to happen with the mining protocol.
Yep.
And nobody called that out. He came out and said, I'm making a decision on this shit. It's like, wait a minute, how? Don't you got to ask somebody? That's not centralized. I mean, that's not decentralized.
Oh, and isn't it 70%? 70% of the nodes are on Amazon Web Services?
Bruh. 70% of the supply was sold on the first day to investors, to the banks.
Bruh, people don't care. This is why a lot of people, they ask me to go and like go to their crypto channels and shit. And it's like, bro, I will blow that shit up, bro. You do not want me coming to your crypto channel, my nigga. You don't want me to come over there, bro. Hey, Mr. G, you know how we be in the chat, but getting blocked and shit, timed out and shit.
Get them out of here. They don't want to hear the truth.
They don't want to hear the truth.
They don't want to hear it.
Yo, listen. Yo, this crypto shit is insane. That's all I'm saying, man. It's a lot of stuff that people believe that is like the popular belief, bro. Ethereum, I cannot wrap my head around Ethereum, dog. Like, they don't care. People don't care. Like, you can literally say, yo, when is Ethereum 2.0 coming? They stop talking about it.
Well, you got a lot of people that bought into the whole stakeholder capital thing. So you got people essentially thinking that they can make money from not producing anything, which is, I mean, that's how the whole financial system is about to crash right now. People thinking that they can get yield from nothing, which is, we're going to see how that whole story writes out.
Yeah, ETH gas prices. And then not only the gas prices on Ethereum, but the second layer solutions right now, they can't even communicate with each other. Ethereum is a broken chain.
Yes, but here's the thing. I think a lot of people built on Ethereum just because they had to. Yeah. They had to. I even think that they built on Ethereum with plans on getting off Ethereum later. Like they knew it, but it was so many apps running on Ethereum that they could like pull from the people. You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
That was already on Ethereum.
It was the liquidity, right? And even if, because I follow all the Polkadot projects, a lot of the CEOs and engineers said, "Hey, we launched an ERC20 token, but we're going to be moving to Polkadot." But the reason they launched on ERC20 is because that's where all the liquidity was. So we're going to see Ethereum die by 1,000 cuts.
exodus is going to happen on Ethereum.
I
You
love
heard
it.
it here. You heard it here. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I got other people on here to back me up on that because listen, the
Let these
Ethereum
people take your
maximalists,
money. That's
yo,
crazy.
the Ethereum maximalists are way more delusional than the Bitcoin maximalists, bro.
Yeah.
Way more.
100 times.
I agree.
Yo, they literally don't care. Like they just like a fucking football team or some shit. They don't care.
And they all know how to use JavaScript, and then that makes them smart.
Yeah, that's like,
Yeah.
yo, where is Ethereum 2.0, bro? That shit like 5 years behind. Yo, listen, what happened was, yo, they don't even talk about that shit. It's like, yo, the fact that it's above $2,000 is bro, I'm blown, bro.
Oh, yo, how Ethereum is about to leave you like a homeboy in the street? Yo, what happened was, last week,
Yes, yes.
I got you
Crazy.
next time.
Yeah, next time. Yo, some shit had happened for him, but yo, next year, all right? Next year it's gonna be lit. I should be up next year. Got a lot of new projects on board, bruh. And that's another thing, bro. Ethereum got saved by NFTs.
Yes.
If it wasn't for NFT,
Yes.
DeFi saved it the last bull run. NFT saved it this bull run. Nothing is going to save Ethereum in the next bull run.
They like the Fed.
Yep.
They ran out of ammo.
Or I can cross my fingers, it'll be some crazy shit, but even Metaverse is not going to hold out long enough to save Ethereum on the next bull run.
Nope. And I'll tell you,
We should do a deep dive on this stuff because, the whole Metaverse thing is crazy because you know how many GPUs you're going to need to get that thing to run? Like, it's real deep dive stuff on that right there. So what them trying to do with Ethereum and the tokens, like you don't even need tokens for all of that shit. What you need is hardware and the GPUs. Essentially, you need GPUs to run Ethereum for their like whole EVM and everything like that. It's wild, bro.
And listen, we talked about metaverses on my Patreon. I want you guys to know that there's not going to be a whole lot of metaverses. It's going to be exactly how it is now, a Facebook and a possible Instagram. It's not going to be all these fucking different metaverses and shit. That shit is going to be dominated somewhere and regulated somewhere.
Yeah, and even back to NFTs on Ethereum, all these NFT projects, they're going to migrate from Ethereum because what we're starting to find out is that on Ethereum's smart contracts for NFTs, we can't make it functional. So in the future, there's going to be NFT Legos, right? We're going to be able to customize them at will. There's going to be NFTs that have baby NFTs. You can make NFTs. Yeah. It's going to get crazy, but you're not going to be able to do that on Ethereum.
Yes. And see, man, listen. Y'all motherfuckers ain't part of the Patreon. I'm telling y'all, we know the big ones.
That Patreon.
We know the big ones. We know where they going. It's a reason why Coinbase is going with a specific one. OpenSea is going with a specific one. BB is going to a specific one. And it's a reason why Coinbase hasn't launched their NFT platform yet. It's because they know the shit they try to do is going to fuck Ethereum up.
Yep.
Which is crazy because the first time Ethereum had a big fuck up was the first iteration of NFTs. Them crypto kitties fucked Ethereum up big time in that last bull run.
Mm-hmm. And what people don't realize also about Ethereum is that every time they have to upgrade, they have to reorganize the entire chain because it's not backwards compatible.
Yo, chill out. Chill out.
Okay.
Chill out, man.
Ethereum is a mess, bro.
That's why there's an Ethereum Classic.
Exactly.
Yo, Ty, I'm about to break out, man. Y'all brothers take it easy. Have a good
night.
All
right, bro. Yeah, drop the link to your channel, man. Again,
you already know.
Mr. G, rich guy, recycling company, Bitcoin investor. You know what I'm saying? Got a lot of good information on his channel, man. Also,
and I've been
backseat of the family right now. Pulled over at the gas station. I'll put a link to as well. He was supposed to have. Wait, you were supposed to do the market close today.
Yeah. So on Sundays I do the Bitcoin weekly close, and I also have Bitcoin therapy session for shitcoiners. It's pro bono work that I do, so I have people call in. And you know, I just do my therapy session. So
Yeah.
I won't do it tonight, but next Sunday, tune in for sure. I'll drop a link in the chat.
So tomorrow, Bloody Monday for sure. That's how I'm
Yeah.
looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Mr. G, I appreciate you coming through, fam. Drop the link in there. Everybody subscribe to Mr. G. You know, somebody said your thoughts on Gala Games. I have no thoughts on Gala Games, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. That sounds suspect.
Dropping music nodes. I'm diversified out as far as I want to get diversified out already.
Yeah,
Like
and
for
that's
me, it's got to be some spectacular, fucking crazy new shit in a new realm. Like I don't want any more NFT plays, smart contract play. You know what I'm saying? Like unless it's like a whole new segment that's about to open up, that's what I'm into.
and that's the way to do it, especially right now because we may enter a crypto winter. So right now, you just want to be focused on 1 to 3 blockchains, your blue chip projects right now, because a lot of this shit isn't going to be here 4 years from now. And at this
I
point,
think they're gonna be here next year,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, you know, if you think you were going to buy yourself a Lambo this year or next year, that may not happen. So you got to think about a 4-year time frame right now.
Absolutely. And that's me because I already know it's finna happen. There's finna be a merge. Man, you know what? Hey, man, y'all niggas get the Patreon. Y'all drop the link to the Patreon. Hit the Patreon link. I mean, $25 a month. You're going to be way ahead of the rest of the crypto market with this shit. It's deep diving, shit talking. And you know what I'm saying? I've discovered a whole lot of resources. And this man right here has contributed a lot to the VIP level of my Patreon. Thanks a lot. Thank you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Drop the link
Telegram
again.
group. Yeah.
Yeah,
Telegram group is live.
The Telegram group is lit. The Telegram group is lit. So yeah, that's the Patreon. What else finna say? What was I finna say? Oh yeah. So yeah, Creole Untwisting the Game. Make sure y'all subscribe to his channel. This guy is very good with the Polkadot ecosystem, and we need to figure out what's happening with Edgeware because the price is looking spectacular.
A lot of, I mean, Polkadot ecosystem is about to blow up, and
And Reef.
Yeah.
Yo, Reef, Polkadot. Man, you know what? Hey, listen, join the Patreon.
Yeah, and I'll drop a little dime in here for the people listening, so you know what type of plays we talk on the Patreon. Polkadot ecosystem looking to crust, CRU. All-time high was 170 something. I think it's less than $5 right now. It's about to win a parachain slot, so that's going to go through the roof. That's an easy, 10, 100x there for you. And hey, we bring you the best content, especially in the Patreon and in the Telegram group. A lot of good people there, and we go back and forth quite a bit. So
yeah, because
definitely
when the Ethereum roosters come home to roost, when the chickens come home to roost on Ethereum.
What's up, Black Curls? I see you.
It's about to be lit. Top Girl say I got a crust account right now. It's up.
I just got a payout. Yep.
It's up. It's up. Anyway,
and it's only 21 million of them. Finite supply.
All right, so that's enough. That's enough, y'all. At least y'all can do is subscribe to the man channel. He got gems over there for sure. And listen, I'm finna get the hell out of here. I've been here long enough. Bitcoin is about to be under attack. They will tether. They're gonna find some wild card to make sure that it's not this obvious answer that everybody keeps doing. Oh, it's a no-brainer. Bitcoin is gonna no. Okay, no. They're not gonna make it easy like that. So again.
Yeah. And one last thing, Ty, I'm gonna go live after this. I'm just gonna play some jams and have people call in if you want to talk to me.
Yeah, hey, head over there. You got the link already set up or what? I'll give you a couple minutes.
Just go to the channel. Yeah, just go to the
I'll
channel.
give you a couple minutes so you can drop the link in there.
Okay, I'll do that.
So yeah, the channel is a vibe as well. They channel is a vibe. I haven't mastered how to do that yet. I do need to figure out how to get the music and stuff going. Like they already got that figured out. They got the graphics. That shit over there it's a very stylish channel. Top
yeah,
cat.
My little sister does all that. So and we got some new content we're gonna be pushing out too. So I'm about to drop this link.
Also over there, they way ahead of the game with the NFT and fashion. That shit just blows me away, man. Like y'all on top of that metaverse fashion and shit, dog. Like,
yeah. My little sister is into all of that. So she works in the fashion industry and also does videography for large corporations. So she's into that deep. She called a lot of NFT plays. Yeah,
she did. She definitely did. And I missed out on a lot of those plays, bro. I should have known.
No, me too.
Yo, when y'all start talking about those passes and shit, I was like, man, shit, man, what? It was like, oh, if you got this pass, it unlocks this. I was like, what?
Airdrops galore. She put us on an airdrop. It's worth 23,000 right now, and all you had to do was join the Discord and do a couple things. You know what I mean? So
I know, man, it's lit. That's why I be getting on y'all niggas' asses, man. Y'all over here talking about this fucking relationship shit, man. You broke, nigga. Get you some money first.
Okay.
That's free money, man. We minted some NFTs for the freeload too that's about to come out and hit some shit.
Okay. And actually, for some reason I can't get this link, but just head on over to the channel. I'm about to go live.
I bet. So Gene already dropped the link. They finna be over there vibing. Y'all can call in over there and troll him. He ain't got nothing better to do. You know, say he rich. He got plenty of time to you know. So I'll catch y'all later. Shout out to Ski Mask, Dexter, Day One, Top Gene, Death Racer, Black Curls, Omega, Old Country, GSX, the whole gang, man. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
All right.